Hello there everybody, Sam'sTrains here and welcome to the Great Central Railway. We are here at Loughborough Station and we're here for a couple of reasons today. First of all, we're going to be looking around the railway during the day. We're going to ride some trains and take in some of the scenery, and then tonight we're going to come back to have a go on the dining train where we've got a 4 or a 5 course meal, can't quite remember which. So lots to see, lots to do today. Let's get started. We've got a gorgeous 9F running one of the trains today. So let's have a closer look and let's take a ride. Well, I've just noticed that the locomotive that's hauling us today is a 9F, number 92214, something like that. Anyway, the 9F that is hauling this train is the 9F that I have once driven. Now, I don't think I've ever mentioned this really on video, but there was a time when I came to this railway and drove a 9F, and it was this one. I drove a 9F. It's on camera now, I've said it. After a couple of stops, we've arrived at the beautiful Rothley or Rothley station. And before we continue on to Leicester North, we decided to get off and take a look around and take in some of the sights of the beautiful Rothley station, including this gorgeous and very well looked after signal box. And on that famous occasion, well, I don't think I mentioned it, but it's famous in my mind, when I came to drive a 9F, we also got a tour of this signal box, and again, got all the original equipment in there, which is great. Anyway, we're going to have a little look around the Rothley station. They've got a lot of authentic memorabilia on the platform, which we'll look at, and also a model railway. So let's go and see it. So I believe this facility is for gentlemen, and obviously I qualify, so at last we're going to give you a tour. Albinoids, I'm not sure quite what that is, perhaps best left unspoken. Anyway, slightly strange place to film, but again, even authentic. I can't use this, Chloe. Maybe I will, I don't know.
I can't come in.
Why not? You can't come in? Yeah, that's right, this is a gentleman's club. It's not that nice though, it smells. No, seriously though, I am being silly about it, but that will be an original building, won't it? And the fact that it's not been modernised is surprising when you walk in, but it's also interesting to see how these things would have been. And cool that they're unspoiled as well. They've got some nice flowers here at the railway, but what we've just noticed is that this bush, this shrubbery, is a tank engine. It looks like a pannier tank or something. How cool is that? Now, I've not seen that before, have you?
No, that's some very good craftsmanship.
Yeah. So here we've got some sort of basket, Chloe. What sort of cargo is being transported here? Pigeons?
Pigeons.
Hello there. Is it real?
No, I don't think it's real.
That's a shame. This is a beautiful outdoor model railway. Quite sizable as well, isn't it? Blimey, that's going quick. Feel the wind rushing through your hair on that one, wouldn't you? Blimey, looks a little bit like the Festiniog steam locos, doesn't it? Although, it doesn't look like a Festiniog livery. I think it's probably a real steam loco. Beautiful outdoor railway, really, and also great to see some live steam running. Some of the staff look a little bit tired, I have to say, so perhaps that needs looking at. But anyway, we've got a much bigger train to catch, which will take us down to the end of the line at Leicester North. So this is Leicester North, and like I say, this is the end of the line here on the Great Central Railway, which means that we get the fantastic spectacle of seeing the 9F uncoupling from the train, running around to the other side of the coaches, and then coupling up, ready to head back towards Loughborough Central. Before they do though, let's have a quick peek inside the cab. Those are the controls I used, Chloe. Those are the controls I used. That time I drove a 9F, remember that?
I remember.
There's so many sort of wagons parked up. Since I've got the proper camera with me today, I might be able to take some pictures of them and maybe make some models using them, because I'm always looking for new wagons to make models of, so I might be able to grab some pictures. But we'll see.
Maybe post them to Instagram.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Put them on Instagram. Yeah. Well, this is a good example, isn't it? Lovely, smart looking 22-ton tanker in extremely pristine condition. Ever so clean to say it's outdoors like this. But yeah, this is just perfect model making material, isn't it? So I've noticed that a lot of the manufacturers of 1-to-1 scale models don't put sprung buffers on them. So we're going to find out whether the tanker here's got them. No, it doesn't. And there she goes, beautiful 92214, leaving us behind for now, but she's going to be back later and we'll jump on and have another ride. That's not a 9F, Chloe.
What is it?
Looks like a standard 5. It's a different engine. Should we go and check it out?
Yeah.
It is. It's a standard 5. Wow. So they have got 2 trains running. I never noticed this on the way down, did you? So here at Rothley station, we've noticed there's a parcels office and lamp room. Chloe,
Yeah.
do you want to go and see some parcels and lamps?
Yeah.
What's your favourite, parcels or lamps?
Parcels.
Let's go and look at some parcels.
Matt begins by telling us about a job interview with the station master.
This is the parcel room. Look, we're underneath the steps. Chloe's just noticed this photo from 1910. And really doesn't look a lot different, does it? very much the same. And there we go. We've seen the parcels, and here are the lamps. And there's lots of lamps, all different shapes and sizes, loco lamps, handheld lamps. I think most of these are oil lamps, although maybe some of these are gas lamps. I have to say, I'm certainly not an expert on lamps, but I reckon if I spent long enough in here, I might become one. I don't know. Are there any more lamps in here?
No, there's a telephone. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's not a lamp.
It's not a lamp.
Yeah. Might be the token. So this is quite a spacious coach. You see we've got steam heating over there, steam rising out of one of the heaters, and we've also got a toilet. So it's time for another Sam's Trains real life coach bog review. Let's go and see. Oh dear, can't, sorry about that. Comes standard class 5, backing up, and then it's going to go round to the front off the train again and start its journey back towards Leicester North. We've got some other locos as usual here at the Loughborough end. We've got an 08 and what looks like maybe a peak or something behind it. And then over here we've got a class 37 and a few other bits and bobs besides. So definitely a lot to see here if you're into your diesels. And there's a whole load more steam locos to look at as well. We've got another class 5 here. It's a real BR Blackfest. Class 2. And just for good measure, another class 2. I have to say I'm a little bit jealous of the people living in these houses, because all they got to do is look out of their bedroom window and they got this right in front of their eyes. There's somebody in that tender, Chloe. Oh, he's there. I hope they realise he's in there before they run the loco, because they might think he's a piece of coal and put him in the fire. We've decided to have a little look inside the Great Central Museum, and there's only a small space really, just a couple of rooms, but there's so much to see in here. They've got a huge collection of loco name and number plates, lots of different railway trinkets, photographs of old working crews from many years gone by, silverware, hopefully we'll get served on some of this stuff later on today, and of course a couple of model railways and a few lovely looking kit-built locos as well, including this absolutely massive beast, which has got to be one of the most impressive models I think I've ever seen. What do you think to the museum? Are you taking it all in just from that seat? Yeah, it's a good idea. Can you imagine taking this book to bed to read with? I think your arms would get tired pretty quickly. Chloe, guess what? We managed to find a spare compartment. Sam's Trains coming to you from British Railways. You can't see it, but I'm standing in a bit of an interesting pose here in order to get this shot.
Posting it on Instagram.
I suspect Chloe might have captured the pose, so have a look on Instagram if you want to see it. So we finally found a compartment. It's lovely in here. It really has been a great day on the Great Central Railway. Really lucky. I don't know if they have steam locos running all the time, but today we had the 9F and the Standard 5 running. Two classic standard steam locos, so that was great. I don't know what's going to happen tonight when we come back. I don't know if we're going to have the 9F or the Class 5. We'll just have to wait and see. And I guess when you next see us, we'll be here a little bit later when it's time for our train dining meal. So, see you in a bit. So we're back at the Great Central Railway, and it's a lot quieter now, isn't it, Chloe?
Yeah.
You ready for our first class dining experience? What was the name of the train?
The Charnwood Forester.
That was it, yeah. Well, let's see what it's like. And here's our coach, Jessie Lee. And we're going to be on table 1. And we've pre-ordered our food, so we know what we're going to get.
But we do have to change Sam's food.
Well, I'm not keen on mushroom sauce, so I'm going to get rid of it, hopefully. So we're on the first class dining train. It all looks very posh, the table is set, and we'll show you our food and give you a little review at the end. We're going.
So we've just stopped on a lovely bridge above a big lake, and we've got our bread and butter course.
Yeah,
She also doesn't drink either.
very nice bread, looks homemade maybe.
Oh, thank you.
So the first course, we have baked halloumi
And beetroot.
and beetroot. Looks lovely.
I hope it tastes lovely too.
And look how quiet it is at Rothley. This was a hive of activity here earlier in the day, and now it's completely empty and dark. So it's dark, and we have our mains. So what have you got?
I think it's a stuffed pepper that has goat cheese in it, some kind of couscous.
Right, stuffed pepper with goat's cheese. I've got the chicken. This should have come with a mushroom sauce, but I asked for it, so we'll see how that is. And we've got vegetables. Got like broccoli, potatoes, and carrots. Okay, the dessert has arrived. There was a choice between fruit salad and cheesecake, and we've done the healthy option, really, haven't we? We're not massive cheesecake fans, are we? So we
It
thought,
was supposed to come with cream.
yeah. So maybe the cream will be delivered. Maybe
If it isn't, we'll
maybe the
make it
cream's on. Yeah, maybe. We'll let you know later on.
I would have at home.
What did you think of the fruit?
I mean, it's a fruit salad and a nice one at that. There we go, final course. Cheese, biscuits, grapes. We had the option to have some celery, but we turned that down.
And Stilton.
And Stilton, we turned that down. So instead we got smoked cheddar, red Leicester, and the other option was Stilton, wasn't it?
I'm quite looking forward to trying the
Smoked cheddar?
smoked cheddar.
Yeah. So it's the next day, and we've had a chance to chew things over a bit, haven't we? And I think overall, I would say we're pretty darn chuffed with that. Very, very impressive. The starter, we're not a bit confused by the starter, because we ordered baked halloumi, and it was very nice, don't get me wrong, but it was stone cold. So maybe it was supposed to be, maybe it wasn't, but it was nice, wasn't it? So we ate it. The main was the best bit, I reckon. That chicken I had was awesome, and that stuffed pepper, looked real
Pepper
good.
was really, really nice.
Yeah, the vegetables were tasty, and lots of them. Awful lot of vegetables for the two of us, so that was nice. The dessert, we had a nice fruit salad. I mean, that's what we ordered. We got it.
What's supposed to come with cream then?
Yeah, well, we didn't get any cream, but I don't really like cream, so that's all right. I have to say, though, we saw the cheesecakes go out, and neither of us are a fan of cheesecake, but they did look good, to the point where if we went again, we'd probably have that.
Yeah.
And then cheese and biscuits.
Oh, that was nice.
That was surprisingly nice. It's not something we normally do, because we normally have a dessert.
No, smoky cheese as well.
Yeah, smoked cheddar, that was all right. Red Leicester, because we were in Leicester, so that was perfect. Very nice. 3 grapes with it as well, what a bonus. And then
Did you mind?
they brought us tea and coffee, but we don't have tea and coffee, so they brought us cups and milk, and they came around with a mint, and we said, yes, please. And then they came with the tea and coffee, and we're like, oh, no, thanks. But apart from that, yeah, it was absolutely lovely. Standard 5, steam loco. It got dark while we were on the train. The atmosphere was amazing, wasn't it? As it just slowly got dark, and they parked the train up while we had our starters. And
I
we were
liked
looking out.
that they parked the train over the reservoir.
Yeah, so
That was nice. And I
looking
also
out.
liked the little lamps on the train, so it was really cosy.
Yeah,
and it started to
little
rain as well, which made it even cozier.
Yeah,
And I think the service was just really good.
yeah, they were
Like the
great.
staff were really nice.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice.
So we can highly recommend it. Well, I don't think really, when you consider it was all cooked on a train and how good the service was, I don't think it was that expensive.
I've been saying this from the start. I don't think it was that
I think-
expensive.
When you look at the price of some of these really
Yeah.
expensive ones, and this was really good, I think. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So we're going to do it again. And if you fancy it, check it out. We're not sponsored, but if you fancy it, have a look. The Great Central Dining Experience. So thank you so much for joining me on a day at the Great Central Railway. As always, so much to see here, and it's always different whenever you come. I mean, the combination of locos I've seen today, completely different from the ones before. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour. I hope you enjoyed all the little nooks and crannies that we look at as usual. I also want to say a massive thank you to Chloe, who arranged this whole experience for me as a Christmas present. It was a real surprise and I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, Chloe, thank you very, very much for this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Alright, cheers folks, you take care.